I don't know if you guys have seen Shelby's base routine, but I really want to follow it. Now, do I have those products? No, because the video I saw that she just recently kind of did was a drugstore video, and I don't have some of those products. It would be wasteful for me to go and buy those things. I have makeup that I can use, so I'm just going to get as close as I can to the product she's using, or just follow the steps that she's using. First thing she does is a milky toner. I'm gonna go with the Road Glazing Milk. Then she uses the e.l.f. Thirst Burst drops. I don't have those, but I do have the Glow recipe. I have like this little mini one, so I actually have been wanting to try the e.l.f. ones just because of the price point. I've used these Glow recipe a couple times. I actually do really, really like them, and I always find myself having them in some way, in some mini form. So I've never bought like the big size, but I've had like maybe 3 minis for whatever reason. Step Shelby goes in with is sunscreen. It is currently 9:36 p.m. There is no reason for me to be wearing sunscreen right now. That would just be wasteful. So I'm just gonna replace it with moisturizer. Now we're gonna go with foundation. She uses, I believe, L'Oreal True Match. I'm gonna use this Milk Hydro Grip skin tint, and she also blends it out with a sponge, which she usually does a brush. I also usually do a brush, but hey, she wants a sponge, I'll use a sponge. Sorry, I got some on the packaging. It's also very important to avoid your under eye area because you're only gonna put concealer there. Then she goes in with 2 concealers that I do not have. I'm gonna go with these 2 right here. This is Tarte Shape Tape, and she kind of puts here, here, here on the sides of the nose, here on the forehead, here on the bottom. She also does back here. Oh, it's a Natasha Denona. There, that's a little bit of brightening. She did brighten a little bit on the inner. Shelby didn't show how she blended it out, but I'm gonna assume a sponge. I know she also likes using the BK Beauty 109, but in the next clip she uses a brush, and I see that, so I'm just assuming she's doing a sponge again. She goes in the cream bronzer. She uses the Milani liquid. She uses the Milani cream bronzer. I do not have that, but I do have the Say bronzer right here. And she goes in with the BK Beauty 106 brush that I do know she likes. So I'm getting some and then just putting it on. She kind of goes right here to where the outer part of her eye is. It's kind of where she places her bronzer, and then she goes up into her forehead. And she really makes an emphasis on, if you want it to look good, pack it on. So I'm following. I say, yes, ma'am. This is what we're looking like. Now we're gonna go with the blush. I'm gonna use the Say blush because it's kind of the tone that she was using. And I couldn't see if it was a brush or a sponge, but I'm gonna assume a brush because she used a brush for bronzer. I'm gonna go with the 109. I know she loves this. I love this. So this is what I'm going to use. Now we're gonna do under eye powder. She used the pink one, so I'm going in with a pink one. This is from One Size. She uses the L'Oreal one, and I believe she goes in with a puff. Underneath. I think she bronzes with the Refer number 5 brush, if I have to guess, because it kind of looks like this. Could be wrong, but that one has blush and my other one's washed, so I'm going with this brush right here. That kind of is like the same shape. I'm just putting some bronzer on. I have a little bit of mascara on the lids. I'll fix that later, but I am going to do blush now. I'm just going with the YSL blush that I just got. It still has a sticker on it. 2 taps thing that's very pigmented. I'm just going to pat over. You can see the little touch that I added. That's all I'm gonna add because it's already a little bit intense. Now we're gonna go with the One Size setting spray. Now I'm just going in with the Rhode little lip contour, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of a brownie gloss. This is from e.l.f. This is my finished look. I think I did everything that Shelby did in the most part, at least. You know, I tried to find something comparable, but I was really just trying to do with more so her technique, what steps she does, about how much product does she put on, and this is where I ended up. But I will just say, up close, everything looks good. This is my finished look. I don't think she did highlighter. I don't remember, but yeah, I feel like I look so like pink and blushy and cute with like a little bit of brightness there. I did placements I wouldn't have typically done otherwise. I wouldn't have set the way she did, but I love learning new things, trying new techniques, seeing how they work on me. I had fun. I love following people. I love watching Shelby. So, yeah, that was my look. Let me know what you think. Bye.